Wow, my hair looks horrible. It's going to be a horrible hair day. I'm waiting for a zoom, so this camera may kick over or kick off, or the zoom won't work, one or the other. We'll find out in a minute. I got it up and running on my other screen, and I already hit the volume. So I found this really cool effect through another creator, and I like this effect. I've made some adjustments. Initially I started out, I was using this one right here with the planes, and I'll show you in a minute. And then I want to add it to my screensaver for my grandkids, so I added this picture. There's the effect, and I did it wrong, but I like how it turned out, so I'm keeping it. And then it works on here, but it gets right there and freezes, and then it doesn't work the rest of the way. So I've got to figure out why that is. I've got some ideas, but I'll show you. If here's the first one. That was the first rendering, and it's good. I like it. It's not the exact effect that I wanted, and it wasn't intended for this usage at all. It was intended for a different usage, but I applied it to here, and then I tried to make some adjustments. So that was the first one, very first one. And I want to give a shout out to Tim Sowell for the airplanes in the back. He sent me a link to all his photographs, and they are awesome, and I wanted to use that one. I thought that would be applicable in here for this. So then the next one was the same effect, only with my grandchildren, and it again looks good. Now I did adjust this one, then it freezes right there. So it was freezing from the beginning, I just never caught it. And I need to adjust that one, which I think I already did adjust that one in a later on, because you can see her picture's not exactly 100% centered. And it looks like we are connecting to the Zoom. Good morning, Darren.
Hello.
Good morning. Let me see if I can. Right now I'm doing a live stream, and the camera was actually picked up on there. But let me see if I can switch them around real quick. Give me 1 second here. So if I go into here and I disable this camera, then I minimize that, then I enable this camera. Uh-oh. There we go. Now that works.
On that one.
That's a pretty easy switch to make, actually.
What is happening
on that? So anyway, I just started a live stream about 4 minutes ago now, and I'm just going through and showing the effects on the tunnel thing that I did. Now that doesn't. There we go. So I'm gonna.
Oh, where's me? Hold a second.
I gotta
That's
bring
me.
you. I got.
Yeah, I've got back on.
There you go. Yeah, you got. Oh yeah, you got the background in there. Cool. So as you can see, I did adjust this one into the middle. That was really simple to do, but it just locks up this effect. And then on this version, I faded it out, which I really like. So hey, Darren, you're in the live stream now. Let me.
Yep,
You're
I'm on
okay.
board.
Good. So I've got to figure out why this keeps locking at this point in time right there, and it stays. By locked, I mean the effect freezes, and I'm not sure why. Everyone on YouTube says it's a rendering problem. I don't think it's a rendering problem. I think it's another problem. So my goal this morning was to do this. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to open Davinci Resolve. I'm going to bring Darren back on, And since I'm not going to be working with anything up here in this corner, I'm going to move us up into this corner. And then I want to go to Davinci Resolve, go to the Fusion Composition, go into there. So this is the effect.
Oh, Tony's there as well.
I can make this like that big, and then little things that I've learned is if I press the Alt button and my mouse key at the same time, I can rotate this around and get the perspective of what it's going to look like. Which is pretty, I've always wanted to know how they did that. So right now the problem that is with my camera is when I move it, it gets to about right in here, stops, goes back to the beginning. Hey, Tony Wallow, good morning. Bright and early in Seaside, California this morning. If I hit Control, I can zoom in my screen, and I don't even need to have a different application running because I'm pretty sure, oh, maybe I do have it running. Yeah, I do. I can do the screen, and then the one that I really like and I'm really going to use is the mouse button one right here. You get the perspective of the 3D-ness, if that's such a word. Now I do notice right here it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it skips.
2 or 3.
It's there. It's just that by stopping it where I stop it, it's there. So that's that. So here's what I want to do this morning. Oh shoot, Darren's gone. Sorry about that. There we go. I gotta figure out a way to keep you constantly, or anyone on Zoom constantly here, and then still working there at the same time. So here's what I want to.
Every time you press something, it'll knock it off.
Well, if I go over here and I say, hey, let's look at this effect, you're gone, and then if I bring you back and then go back over here and go say you're gone again. So what I got to do is remember or figure out a way to do it, and I'm sure it can be done. I just haven't figured out how to do it. So what I want to do is I want to save the effect down here in the Fusion Composition. I want to save this effect. Then I want to, dare I say, apply the effect elsewhere. Now, the reason I'm wanting to do it that way, as opposed to coming into here and doing it, I'm going to try something here. No, I can't do that. I was just going to move this like this, but if I do,
Can you not just lock it in?
Yeah, there should be able to.
There must be a locking thing on it, somewhere to lock it.
Yeah, there's got to be, or it's got to be. It might be an OBS thing, but initially I was going to go in here and just play around in here because in here, this works 100%. When I get to here, then it stops right there. So it freezes right about there. So at 8 seconds and 8 and 10, 8 and a little over 8 seconds, it freezes. So my initial thinking was I'll go in here and just play with all of this to figure it out. But then I thought, you know what? That's crazy to do that. Let's just go into Fusion. We'll test my memory by seeing if can I actually remember how to create a macro and save it and use it elsewhere, A, and B, will it actually work? Sane Goat, good morning, good to see you. Will it actually work by doing that? So that's what I'm going to try to accomplish this morning. And I'm going to try to accomplish it from memory. So, little cup of coffee this morning. Big shout out to Sane Goat. He sent me a link a while back to something that has been a lifesaver to me, and it actually is going to, uh, well, it actually has made the decision of we are going to get rid of DirecTV the day we are eligible to get rid of DirecTV, because I didn't get to see Jeopardy at all yesterday. The channel that carries Jeopardy had 35 minutes of, look, it's raining over here, and if you look over here, it's raining, and down here, I'm like, that's it, I'm done. Enough of the rant for the morning. Let us move over to this. So, Darren, what's the first step in saving this? Do you remember?
Go to the top right-hand corner, and it's about halfway down.
Like this?
Yep, right to the very top. Was it very top? And then go down. It's file. Copy it.
Right. You
Highlight
know.
the whole lot.
You know.
Highlight.
We could try that. Let's try that. Blackwatch. Blackwatch. Yeah. Take it from one place and stick. Brother, I am so sore from yesterday, and I didn't do but not even an hour's worth of work. But I moved 35 bricks that are bricks, and I moved 6 stepping stones. Then I moved 3 wheelbarrows of gravel to put around the stepping stones, and I weeded 1 garden box. Oh man, I'm beat. This old age stuff, man. I got to roll the clock back. That's all there is to it. Okay, so Darren, let's try this. You're right. We'll try the copy first. Okay, so as much as I hate to do this, because I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get rid of my desktop icons, and then I will make you full screen. There we go. Better. And if anyone joins the Zoom, then it'll appropriately do that. Okay, cool. So I copied it. I'm going to go in here to File. I'm going to go to Project Manager. I'm going to create a new project. And we're going to call this
Whirlwind.
Test of Tunnel Effect. And create. Go down to, I can't go to settings because it's temporarily hidden. Uh-oh, where's my settings at? I should be able to go into,
What you doing?
I got to change the setting frame real quick. It's fine. And then I'm going to go back, oh shut up. And I'm going to go back over to here. Okay, so now, damn it, darn it. Keep forgetting it's a family show. Okay, doggone it. There we go. Yeah, I haven't, same goat. I haven't heard if she got that off yet or not. I should have asked her on Carrie's first 7 or 8 minute thing on Windows 11 he did last night. Yeah, I agree with Blackwatch. Knowing her, she probably did. So anyway, let's go into the media pool. Let's grab a quick media. Doesn't really matter what. Let me go into here. Let's just grab something. Let's grab a cake. That looks cool. And then,
There's a good one.
Okay, so now I gotta go back into full mode here because I'm in the wrong tab. I'm in Fusion. I want to be in this. Then I'm gonna go. Why did that do it that way? That's crazy. Okay, and then I'm going to go take the cake, put it in the timeline. Now I got to get into Fusion. That was cake for my one granddaughter. It was homemade. Man, was it good. Very made with
Was it mint?
No, it was just a green icing.
It looked like mint.
Okay, so if I do that, yeah, that puts it back over there. You know what? Let me try this. You all right?
All right, I got the clock. Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to grab, I don't want anything down here at all, so I'm going to kill this one. I'm going to grab the picture because it didn't grab it. Well, actually, I'm going to right click and we're going to paste. Oh, look, it only got one thing.
No, there's a list of two.
I highlighted everything, but it only got one thing. Right click, paste, one thing. Okay, that's cool. I'm good with that. Go back to Project Manager, go back to I believe it's this one. Better be this one. Right, there it is. Kind of move Darren over here a little bit. Darren, you'll have to let me know if you get off the screen or not. I'm going to just make some adjustments here.
Alright.
Actually, what happens if I line these all up? That didn't help a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this to here. I'm going to bring this to here. I'm going to bring that back to there. I'm just trying to get it all somewhat organized where I can not have this big mess right here. And we're going to bring this back. Bring this back. Bring that back. Bring that back. And bring that back. That's a little better. Still not exactly what, I don't know what else I can adjust to gain space. Uh-oh. That's not connected. Oh, there's, is that connected now? It's not. Okay, don't like that. I got to check something out because, alright, did I just screw this up? Looks like I might have. Nope. Uh-oh. I may have just discovered what the problem is as to why that's stopping. That'd be funny. I go to do one thing and I end up doing something else. The soft glow is not connected.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really remember other than it looks like it's connected there. Is it connected there? No, it's not connected there. Or is it? Nope, it's not. But would the soft glow have that effect on it or not? I don't think it would. So let's try it again. Let's get the soft glow out of the picture. Let me start right here. Get everything but the soft glow. This time I'm going to right click on the media out. I'm going to do a copy. I'm going to go over here to File, Project Manager, Test of the Tunnel. Right click, paste, and there we go, much better. Got it all. Got every bit of it. So I don't know what I did wrong the first time, but here comes the big test on this. Now you'll notice there's a media out here. We don't need that because we brought our own media out. All we're going to do is bring Darren back into the picture. We're going to expand this a little bit. All we're going to do is grab the picture, bring it into the Fusion, and we're going to connect it to, wow, I don't remember where it connected. Imagine that. I think the ellipse. Nope. The merge. Nope. Ah.
Try the second one. Nope. Try the third one.
Oh, wait a minute. I have two ellipses. Oh, yeah, I copied it. I have ellipse 1 and ellipse 2. One's a copy of the other. Remember that. Well, when all else fails, You go back to the project manager. Oh, is it Monday? It's not Monday.
Tuesday.
It's not. Oh, wait a minute. I know why that's not working. Because it's not on there. And I know why. I created this as a fusion composition for me to use elsewhere or anywhere. You get excuse me. Oh, you're contagious. You can't just add this into the composition like you normally would. No worries. I'm going to hide Darren for just a second. I'm going to try. Oh, that was stupid on my part. Sorry about that. I'm going to go back to the edit page. I'm going to bring Darren back. Now, watch this. Fingers crossed on this. I'm going to go to the media pool. I'm going to right click. I'm going to new fusion composition, and we're going to call it tunnel. I'm horrible with names. Circle. Whatever. Tunnel. We're going to create it. We're going to grab it. We're going to put it above this. We're going to get rid of Darren for just a quick second. We're going to go into Fusion. And it's right. Not there. That's fine. We're going to go back to the main page. We're going to bring Darren back up. I'm going to try to right click now and paste that into that new fusion composition and see if it works. That's the goal here. So we'll go back to Fusion. We'll minimize this to bring Darren back on the screen. We'll move this all the way out of the way over here. We're going to right click and we're going to hit paste. Oh man, it did paste it. It did paste it. There it is. Now the question is, we're going to go back to, we're going to go back to, wished I could do that from down here. There's just no way I can do that. I got to figure out that. We're going to go back to here. Uh-oh. Got the tunnel. I don't have the picture. I got the tunnel. The tunnel carried over. Check that out. So the tunnel carried over. That's cool. The effect carried over, but now I got to make the picture work. So I'm going to stay where I'm at in the edit page. I'm going to turn the tunnel off. I said I'm going to turn the tunnel off. Oh yeah, I clicked the off button. We're going to grab the picture. We're going to move the picture over here. We're going to go over there. And the picture is not working. Why is the picture not? So you know what? Get rid of the doggone picture. Grab the doggone picture. Put the doggone picture. There we go. Now we're going to put the picture back over here. We're going to move this over. Oh! Awesome! Awesome. 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 Well, now I'm going to have to start the Black Watch list of things. Tunnel effect is on this. Tunnel on this. And that way I can just copy and paste it. It's a lot simpler to copy and paste this than it is to go through the making the macro and putting it into the program itself.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see what this looks like. We'll play. And it works just fine. Now I've got to make some adjustments to this, but it works just fine. So now I got my more or less a new fresh way of doing what I want.
Job.
Yeah, I can go in there and play with this. I'm gonna go back to Fusion. I'm gonna bring Darren back up onto the screen. I'm gonna close the inspector. So if I go in here to ellipse and bring that up on my first screen, okay, nothing happens. Why is that not happening? That's interesting. Did we just see the tunnel working?
Yep.
Okay, so that means it's here.
Which one?
Well, I'm trying to show you I'm trying to show you what I need to. Oh, you know what's missing in here? The soft effect. The soft, because I moved it out of the way, but it wasn't connected, so that's fine. I've got to figure out. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, that's not it. So go to dual screen. There we go, and then. There we go. Now I can bring Darren back over into the picture.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, well, I knew it was an adjustment. So if I go over here and bring this one up, okay, this should be working in here. Let's see how far I can push this. Okay, that's cool. Well, so far, I'm going to give myself a 50% grade. My gray matter worked to get it here, but now I got to remember, maybe it's under style. I'm trying to figure out how to bring this first picture up right here on the first viewer. There's the effect. Oh, so let me kill that there. Let me see if I get anything to work over here on number one. Nope, that's not working. Number one, that's not working. That's because it's on single. No. Two. Well, that's on dual mod. That's on dual. Should be something over here on this side. I don't see the effect working, but that's fine. So let's test the effect first and foremost, and it works. Okay, good. Let me see if I can get the doggone stupid camera to come up. There, I got the camera to come up. Now you can see the effect. You can see exactly how it works. If you look on the viewer on the right, the camera's moving. Here comes the remarks. Up and down, in and out, however you want to put it. This is a kids channel, remember? So that's good. That means it is working. I need to go back into, I need to see the first two ellipses on the left so that I can see when I make my changes, I can see the effect the changes have on the rings. So the thing that I can do now is I can make this. I don't need the media. I'm done. I've got what I want. So I'm gonna hit the Alt button, the mouse button, and I'm gonna rotate this around. Now that's kind of interesting that the effect is working, but if you look on the right hand over here, there's no tunnels. There's no circles. But it's working. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. So I'm going to stop that. Take it back to the beginning. I need to see Oh, why can't I see that? Okay, it's working. Okay, double check that for the 100th time. The camera came up over here. That works for the 3rd time. I can change. See all those? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are camera positions. That's why it goes down the tunnel, back, down the tunnel, back, down the tunnel. That was a mistake. That was a mistake that I actually really do like. If I grab this camera and bring it back, if you'll notice on the right hand side, and I think I want this to end about right there. So Darren's going to go away for a second. We're going to go back over here to edit. Darren's going to come back. We're going to take this all the way back, and we're going to hit play and see what happens. What stops you from catching COVID?
Oh, no.
Okay, so here we go. Hitting play. Now, it didn't do the effect right because this little bar right here is your render bar, and right now it's not quite all the way rendered, so we'll give it a second. So, did I miss something in chat? Because Sangoat said it stops you from catching COVID, but if you do catch COVID, it stops you from going to the hospital. But if you go to the hospital, it stops you from dying. And if you do happen to die, oh, I'm guessing this is a play on. Okay, I got it. Okay, so now we're completely rendered. We're going to hit play. That's a little choppy, and that didn't do what I want. So the next thing I should be able to do is I should be able to grab the picture, extend the picture. I should be able to grab the effect, extend the effect, let it render. You'll notice now it's all red, and it won't play it all the way through. And like I said, it'll play it all the way through, but it won't. I know that it won't because it's not rendered. So I don't know that I can. Well, that's doing that. Can I do this? Blackwatch, can I take something like that, and even if I create a new folder, I'm not going to see it because I got these hidden. Can I put that effect in here? No, I cannot because paste is not highlighted. Can I? I'm just trying to cut down on highlight, macro, name, check.
What about copying the whole lot and just drag it in?
Right. I just want to copy the effect and put it over somewhere where I know I can use it. Okay, so this is about done.
Nope, still going.
Yeah. No, it's just a simple thing. So now we'll hit play. The effect works. Now it's real choppy right now because it's in here. Okay, so on the Fusion page, when I did this, when I grabbed this camera on the Fusion page, I thought I stopped it about right there, but it went back to its original position. I want it to stop on about that last ring right there, so that whatever the picture is, that's what's going to be here, the full picture. Like if it's the planes, it's the planes. If it's a child, it's a kid. Whatever. Yeah, because what I'm trying to avoid doing is going into here, right click, macro, create macro. CIRC circles. Enter. I'm doing this from memory. Bear with me, guys. And I don't know which one I want. And I don't think there's anything. I really don't know which one I want because the other one was text. I wanted the text. I don't know. I've got to find the right one of these to save to do this. And I don't know which one it is. And obviously there's not anything. I'll just grab output. I honestly don't know. And then we're gonna go to File. We're gonna save it as. We're gonna save it to the desktop. We're gonna call it Circle Setting. Now I know that's correct. Then we're gonna minimize Darren. We're gonna go find Circle Setting right here. Trying to remember what the next step was. I believe we gotta open up Edit, open up Titles. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna copy this over to here. Where's paste at? There it is. Then I'm going to close that. Now I'm going to go into here. We're going to archive it. We're going to call it CIRCLES dot DRFX. Actually, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. I'm remembering this pretty good. If it works, this is not bad. So I changed it. It should change this right here. If all this works, this circles.setting should change to circles.drfx. Should. So we're going to hit OK. And it did. It's right here. See that? Right here? Circles.drfx. That is the effect of what we're trying to do. So now we're going to go back into here. We're going to close this. We're going to actually minimize this a little bit more because I need to get to my desktop. They say to drag this into here, but before I do that, I need to is that me or you that's got that buzz, Darren?
I think it's my computer.
Oh, that's probably not good. Okay, so I want edit. I want the edit right here. So I'm going to make a copy of this, put it into my titles, and yeah, right. So that's good. So now I've got a copy in there just in case this doesn't go bad. And I'm going to go ahead and put a copy on the desktop just for humor purposes only. And apparently I can't put a copy of that on my desktop. Oh, I already got a copy on my desktop. Okay, I'm going to have to get on my assistant in a minute. So now we're going to now we're going to grab the original DRFX. We're going to drag it into Davinci Resolve, and it should ask, do you want to install? Right, install circles. This should not work. I'm expecting it to say unable to install. So we're going to click install. Good. That's exactly what it should do. Now, we're going to, they say to close Davinci Resolve, but I'm going to check something. I'm going to go to the effects pool, go to templates, go to edit, go to titles. Got to expand it back out. And it's alphabetical, so E-L, it's not there. That's fine. I didn't expect it to be there. So what I want to do now is I don't want to restart Davinci Resolve. I just want to grab it. Oops. I just want to grab the copy and put it back in here. Install YouTube pop-up copy. Install. Unable to install. That's fine. I will restart Davinci Resolve. And I'm in tested the tunnel effect. While that's doing that, I'm gonna go grab that. I'm gonna copy it back. You see, now you understand why I made a copy of this. In case. Now I've got it. Now I've got it back. And now I'm gonna put another copy on here just in case. Why is that doing that? Interesting. So now I'm going to open Davinci Resolve. I don't think it opens back to the same one. I really don't. I don't know. Nope. So I'm going to go into tested the tunnel effect. That's what I want. I'm going to minimize it down so we can all be on the same sheet of music, so to speak. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this one again, and it should say install. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's what I want. Install, and this time it should not do anything. If it does nothing, that's what we want. If it says unable to install, then I've done something wrong. So we're going to click install. Bada boom, bada bing, it is there. So now we'll go into our effects library. We'll go into templates, we'll go into edit, we'll go into titles. I think that's where it's at. Circles right here. See it? It is there. Now we test it. Now we'll go to File. We'll go to Project Manager. We'll go to Logo Build. I'm just going to grab one that's done. I'm going to get rid of Darren for a moment. I'm going to go back to the edit page. I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to go into I'm going to close the media pool, go into the effects library. I'm going to go down to uh-oh, what did I did wrong? Do I have to be in? No, I shouldn't have to be in that. Media pool. Oh, look at this. It's going to kick me off of Resolve. You've reached a limitation with Davinci Resolve. This is the problem with the free version that I find.
You have for $299.
You're right. They want you to spend the $299 to get the doggone paid program. And if I do, it'll be late next year. But again, knowing me, if I'm still doing this 6-7 months from now, I'll be shocked. So I'm gonna hit not. I'm gonna hit not yet, and it should kick it out.
Nope.
And then it always gets the warning unknown tool. So we seen it was in there. So if I go to the effects library, close the media pool, I want the effects library. I don't see my template over here anywhere. Why is that? Why do I not see that? It's there. We've seen it in the other one. I just got to recall. Ha! Look at that. Found it. Told you it was there. So now I've now created 3 effects save them, rename them, and put them back into Fusion, and I can use them elsewhere. I'm happy with that.
That's good.
Now this is going to continue running because it's looking for this thing over here. So if I bring this and put it right there, so we don't have a 20-minute delay, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. So, not only did we make it, we copied it and pasted it and it worked, but we couldn't effectively change anything except the camera angle, and even that didn't work. Now we're going to test to see, can I truly go into here, and I apologize again to Darren, and go into the Resolve. Oh, we're back to this problem. We're back to, I have to be able to open this up to make any changes. If I double click it, nothing happens. If I connect it, nothing happens. If I unclick it, nothing happens. If I nothing happens. So it's, even though it's there, and if I grab this and grab my So I've got to figure out how to connect. And the reason this is not working is in here. It contains 10 tools. Ellipse, ellipse, merge, render, image, camera, duplicate, merge, render, and media out. That's why that's working. Because all of that is in that macro and it's working. I can't connect it because it's already connected to a media out within the thing. Now, yeah, really, Tony, I know it's not interesting to everybody, but it is to people. It is to people that are trying to learn editing and trying to produce things. There's got to be a way to open this up. And Tony, that goes back to what I've said since day one. If you find the right niche or the right thing that people are going to be interested in, this could literally go on as long as you want it to. And right now, this is my niche, and I'm still gearing toward my gardening and the flowers and all that. But hey, you don't have to retract it. That's fine. That's fine. I actually appreciate it. I'm actually gearing toward my flowers and the garden. I may actually video when I redo the chicken coop and then edit that. I don't know. And to be very honest, I don't know what the right niche is. I'm fortunate in that Darren likes Davinci Resolve, and he's got it on his computer, and he's trying to learn it. So I like sharing what I figure out with him, and when he asks questions and things of that nature, I really appreciate it. Am I ever going to do anything with this? Not on a business sense, no. Friends and family, yes. For me, sure. It's just something, honestly, it's something like yesterday when it rained all morning, it was something to do. But then the rain stopped and I went out and did too much work. But anyway, I'm not ever going to build a computer live because it will take 7.5 hours and people will really be bored and I get frustrated. This gets frustrating enough at times, but like everything else we do, you do it over and over and over and over and over again. I've now twice successfully macroed or created an effect, brought it over into there, and used it. Now I've got to figure out how to open this up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give Darren some homework. Darren, you have until Sunday to figure this out. Got to go, bye!
Oh.
No, there's got to be a way to do it. But I've accomplished the effect I want because it's working right here. But I want to adjust this, and I want to adjust it on this particular clip rather than going back to, so, okay, common sense. I go back to the very first one, go back to the original, make all the adjustments, and go through the same nonsense again. I don't want to do that. So, Tony, is there anything you would like to see me attempt to stream or attempt to do? Don't say jump off the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was a time in my life someone told me to jump off the roof. I probably would have done it. I used to rappel. My first time rappelling was interesting. I never did rappel head first. I always rappelled with my feet. That was fun enough. So I will research this and figure out how to open this up. There's just got to be a way. So what I was going to do is I'm going to get rid of Darren again for just a second. Go back into the edit page. I'm going to completely get rid of, if I delete that, well, you know what? Let's not delete it. So I found another way to render stuff, and I'm going to keep Darren off the page for just a second. Over here at the bottom, you've got edit, fusion, color, music, and then you got this rocket looking thing. You can render from here as well. I did discover this. You click on that. Yep. I can put the baseball cap on the right way. Then you come over here to this, over here, and it's an untitled. I want it to go to my desktop, and then I want to title it Test of Tuesday. There you go. That's cool. Then I'm going to not change anything. I want it to be an MP format. And then I want to add to the render queue right down here. And it puts it over here on the upper left. And it says logo build timeline 1. I'm going to render it. And we'll see how long that takes. Not going to take very long. It's real small. There's not a whole lot of moving parts to this, so it won't take long at all. And I render everything out as opposed to watching it in Davinci Resolve, because you'll see why in a minute. Whereas in Davinci Resolve, it's kind of herky-jerky, slow, lags, catches, freezes, any other adjective you want to use to describe that. Watch what happens after you render it out. And it's the only reason I render it. I've been doing this since practically day one. So we go over here, we find Tuesday, whatever I named it. Thought I named it, yeah, right here. Test of Tuesday. So we're going to play that. Darren's going to disappear. And there's no herky-jerky. It works 100% the way it should. And we're good to go. I'm satisfied with where it's at. The only thing I've got to figure out, like I said, is how to open it up in the composition, or not the composition, but the macro. I don't know yet. I am actually getting conversation going with 2 other Davinci Resolve creators, I guess is what you'd call them. Casey Ferris is one. And Digital Vector, I can't remember that there's 3, Digital Vector something, but he's another one. And they're both excellent. Just the mere fact that they got back to me, that says volumes. So, how long have we been yammering on? Anybody?
40 minutes, maybe coming up now.
54 minutes. 54 minutes.
We haven't had the 40 minutes been on Zoom.
And we won't, because there's only 2 of us. If you were to add a 3rd person, or 4th or 5th, then you get into the 40-minute deal. That's where the 40 minutes come in. And then we've tested out the messenger too. which is
That
fine.
was $200, that.
But well, the problem is everyone either has to be on Facebook or you have to figure out the workaround to get them on there, and I don't think that'd be worth it. This is simple.
Oh,
Add the link, click the link, you join immediately.
tell you what, I'm going to click the link on Facebook, see what happens.
Yeah, works. Yeah, worked just fine. I here I'll show you. So, oh, I think it'll kill us. So it connected, but did it keep?
Did it work?
Well,
Hey.
so the problem you're going to have now.
Ah.
Zoom stayed active.
This is running. Go on.
We're going to have a lot of echo because you're going to have to go figure out where to kill. Yeah, you're going to have to figure out what to kill. So I'm muted on Zoom, but I'm not muted over here. But the audio or the video is killed because it's working over here. I don't know. I really don't. Unlimited people, limited people. But limited people because if they're not on Facebook, you're not going to get them. And you can't hear me because, let me mute my microphone here. Let me unmute my microphone. There. Now you should be able to hear me again.
Yeah, it's back up a bit.
Right, and there was no echo from me. Right, you're going to have to mute. So I'm going to go ahead and kill the messenger. And that should kill the echo. And it did. That's fine. Message retracted. I felt really good the other day. I actually felt really honored the other day. One of the other creators actually not only mentioned my name, but he posted a link to my channel on there, and I just thought that was wonderful. I mean, little old me that is doing this with 17 subscribers, I was impressed. So I'm going to cut this short. We got to run 40 miles to the grocery store. We're out of food. Well, it's actually 41 point something. I don't know, but I rounded down. Darren, if you're up when we get back, I'll shoot you a message and we'll get back together. Blackwatch, Tony, Darren saying you want to go right.
Oh, no.